another video, and I'm here with
Kiara.
So you guys know her by now. She's been in like a lot of my videos. So today we're starting a new series called Tuesday Talks, where pretty much we're just going to be talking about different things that we usually talk about on a daily basis anyways. So today we're going to be talking about when to let go of toxic relationships or toxic friendships and about our experiences with that. So
Okay,
yeah.
I guess I'm gonna start. So I feel like a lot of the times when it comes to relationships or just friendships in general, it doesn't necessarily have to be relationships, like sometimes we come to a point where, you know, maybe you and your friend are not really like clicking anymore, or you and your man is not really clicking anymore, and you don't really know like when you should let go of this relationship. Like, I mean, well, both of us are Christian. If you guys didn't know, you guys should know. But no, if you guys didn't know, so it's like, you know, sometimes when you further your relationship with Christ, like when you choose Christ, there's some things you have to let go of. You know, there's not like, you don't have to let go of everything, but there are some relationships, there are some friendships that you have to let go of. And one thing that's really important is to know, like, when do I need to let these friendships go? Like, when do I know that, like, okay, like this is just not like good for me, like spiritually, or even if you know you're not a spiritual person, like when it's just not good for you, like in general.
yeah, I agree. And like also like when it's not growing you, because I think a lot of times like when you even ask yourself, should I be friends with them? Usually it's like, you need to like distance yourself. And I think another thing is like, not everyone can go where you're going, you know? And I know for me, like, I was holding on to a lot of things, a lot of guys, a lot of people. And because of that, I wasn't able to really get to where God wanted me to go in that season. Obviously, you know, I've let go of a lot of those things. But in that point, I was talking to a lot of guys, and I knew I shouldn't have like been talking to that person, but I would still, I'm like, God, like, you know, like just let me live, you know. But it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth your future and where God wants you to go, and we can't take some people there, you know. So
yeah, I feel like not really with so much, well, I mean, it could be with relationships, but also with friendships. Like, you know, sometimes we get so stuck on like, oh my God, no, but like I've known them forever. Or like, oh my God, like I've been with him for like 2 years now. Like, girl, like how am I just gonna let him go? But at the same time, like sometimes we allow our past to like inhibit our future, because especially like when it comes to relationships, a lot of the time girls or even guys will be like, oh my gosh, no, but like, girl, like I've been with him for 2 years, like we've been like rocking it with each other for 2 years, like I've taught him all of this, like da da da, and then some other girl is gonna go and like get to like reap all the benefits of the work that I put in. Like, no. And sometimes like we allow like those 1 year, that 2 years, those 3 years to like, you know, like turn into 10 years, when honestly like the 3 years is nothing compared to the 10 or the 20 or the 30 years that you're gonna waste, when you should have just cut it off from 3. Like yeah, it's like in the moment 3 years seems like a lot, or like even like let's say even with friendships, like, you know, like 7 years of friendship seems like a lot, but it's just like if you're then gonna be in that toxic friendship, or you're gonna be in that toxic relationship for 5, 6, 7, 8 more years, it's like those 2 years, those 3 years, even those 7 years, they not looking like much later on, when, you know, you spent all of this time like investing in something that was just giving you bad fruit, or wasn't giving you fruit at all. Yeah,
that's so true. And I know with a lot of friendship, for me, it was that like, oh no, like we've been rocking it for too long, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of times you have to distance yourself for you to get strong enough. Not that you're gonna leave them behind, but a lot of times it's for you to get strong enough spiritually, mentally, and grow to a point where you're not influenced by them, but they're influenced by you.
That's good.
So you get to a point where you're strong spiritually, so you can go get them out of the mud instead of them pulling you back into that place. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'm like, oh, like, nah, I'm gonna stop smoking, but then we go and we hang out with 20 people that are smoking. We're not gonna get free from those bondages.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like another thing is, you know, like what she was saying, like sometimes it's not all of the time. Like something that recently happened in my life, like I remember when I really started to take my relationship with God seriously about like 2 years ago, you know, I really got confronted with that, with the fact that there were some people that, you know, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to carry into the next season of my life. And for me, one of the people where I'm like, damn, like, you know, can I still be friends with this person? Can I be as close friends with this person? Was my best friend. And I remember like I'd be like, damn, like, yo, like I've been friends with this person for a really long time, like this is like my sister, like I've known her forever. And you know, like there was a period of time where I kind of had to distance myself to grow, but thank God, like now she's in church with me and she's serving God with me. But it's like if I wasn't able to separate myself and strengthen myself spiritually, I like, if I'm a mess, I can't help you about your mess. Like we're both just gonna be a mess together. But sometimes if you take that time to grow, like if you take that time to you know, to just mature yourself and to, you know, just become the person that God is calling you to be, then later on you can go and help that person, but the blind definitely cannot lead the blind. Like,
exactly, like, you know, in the Bible where it says, like, how are you gonna take this out your brother's eye when you have this big thing in your eye? And I think that's the same thing. Like, you have to clean that out of your eye before helping someone else. And I know a lot of times people are like, oh, like, you know, not that you're not gonna be friends with people who don't know Jesus, because the point of the gospel is to reach out. But a lot of times people are like, oh, like, you know who Jesus hung out with, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he didn't go with the alcoholic and go to the bar and drink alcohol with him, you know what I mean? So it's like we have to realize that we're called to be set apart at the end of the day. So Jesus didn't go to he took them out of there and brought them to life.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to realize, that it's different.
Yeah, I feel like also with that, like, honestly, Jesus did a lot of things, okay? Jesus was in the desert fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. So if you're going to be in the desert fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, then you can tell me what Jesus did and who he hung out with. But if not, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Jesus did this, Jesus did that. Yeah, he also died on the cross for your sins. So, like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but... That's a no for me.
And also, like, when you said that, like, it just made me think, like, a lot of times, like, we're not even strengthening our spirit. Like, he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. We barely praying, and we think we gonna get someone out of something, like, obviously with the power of God in you, but, like, if you're barely fasting, you're barely praying, you're barely reading your Bible, like, how do we expect to be able to have the impact that Jesus had?
Yeah, how do we expect to go into those situations of temptation and not be tempted? Like, that don't make sense.
So what would you say for someone that's, like, in a, like, toxic relationship or a toxic friendship right now? Like, what should they do?
I feel like in terms of friendship, there could be one of two things that could happen. One could be that, you know, you really like, you really like this person, or like you really want to be with this person, whether it's like, you know, where you just want to have a friendship with them or it's a romantic relationship, and you feel like things are starting to, like, you know, kind of die off, like you feel that distance. And sometimes, like, us, we're like, oh my gosh, but like, you know, I've been with them for so long, or I've been their friends for so long, and we just want to, like, hold on to that. But I feel like sometimes God has those chapters closed on purpose, and like he's trying to make it easy for us, and we're the ones who are keep like running after this relationship and keep running after this friendship when it's just like naturally trying to come to its close. So like, if you feel like that, like the friendship is just falling off, like just allow it to, because some friendships are really only for a season. And if you just know, like, on the other like the other side of it is like, you know, if like this person, like, you know, they keep hitting you up, like they keep trying to hang out with you, like they just keep reaching out, and you know that it's not beneficial for you, you know, like straight up, like, you know, just let them know, just be like, hey, you know, like, I'm not saying that I want to be your friend forever, but you know, like, I'm kind of just doing my own thing right now. I'm kind of just like going through my own things, and I just feel like I need a little bit of distance. Like, you know, you don't necessarily have to tell them like, oh no, you're bad for me, you're a bad influence, but just let them know like, hey, you know, like, I appreciate you, like, right now I'm just going through my own things, and I'm gonna do me right now, and right now, like, I just feel like I need to grow. Yeah, I need to grow. Like, I need a season, you know, like, whether it's, you know, just to be myself, not really like be hanging out with that many people, and hopefully if they're your real friends, they're gonna respect it, and if not, then y'all don't need to be friends anyways.
Yeah, so. and I think we all need to have that season where it's just us and God, you know what I mean? And I know I went through that where, like, I was like, God, like, Lord, I need some Christian friends, like, what is going on? Like, I literally had no one to really talk to. Thank you, I get about but like, no one to really, you know, like, deep talk to about like what I was going through spiritually, because it was like, oh, like, nah, like, just go. And it's like, no, like, I'm trying to grow, you know. So for me, I'm gonna talk about really like relationship wise, not like friendship wise. And I think sometimes we have to do the practical, because like, we think we gonna have him on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, his number, we gonna post all these cute snaps, and he's not gonna. And then when he messages, oh my God, why are you letting him message me? Sometimes you gotta block, delete, like, straight up. Like, I know it's hard sometimes, but like, it was hard for me, and I know it was, but I had to block, like, straight up, because I know myself and I know them. Because I mean, it's not that they were a bad person, not that they ever did anything to me, but you know when you just know, you know what I mean? You just know that it's not growing you and it's not God's best for you. So you have to let it go, and sometimes you have to do practical things like not have them, because you know when they see that cute snap, they're gonna be like, hey ma, what's up, you know what I mean?
Like,
so
like, I'm not even gonna get that message, like, that is canceled. No.
Exactly. So even if they send it, I ain't gonna get it, because I'm not with it. So I think that's pretty much it for our Talk Tuesdays today. I hope you enjoyed it. We're definitely not like experts, theologians. This is just like really really talking about our experiences and how we've gotten through some of the things that we've gotten through. So for these videos, I'm not going to do a quote of the day because I feel like this is all like, you know, like,
yeah,
it's just all like, you know, like encouraging, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to Kiara's channel. I'm going to have the link in the description, and in the end, you'll be able to just click on her picture and subscribe to her. Make sure, if you haven't already, you subscribe to my channel and like and comment on this video and give me any ideas what you would like me to talk about on this new series that we're starting called Talk Tuesdays. Maybe I'll bring some other people on here too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys.
Bye.